Good.
Hello, beloved.
Hello. Hi, Rishi.
Hi. There's still this sentence from last time. Not to be so interested in the habit of attention. And it seems to be a fine line. In one case, not to be interested, and in another case, don't follow some inner voice. Would you please comment?
Who's asking the question? Is it the sense of I asking the question or the awareness?
It's a fine line, I guess, the sense of I.
Okay. So the sense of I is very sincere, really wants to know. Yeah?
And I notice in this moment it's also kind of habit of survive.
Yeah. So nothing right or nothing wrong, but just to see the question itself, does it bring peace and resting, or does it bring some agitation? So you're just discerning now. You're not looking right or wrong or good or bad. You're just looking. This question came by itself. And then somehow the question seemed interesting. And so it expressed itself. And now it's looking for an answer from life, from all we're doing, we're looking at that question. Was it a question from the perspective of the sense of I? Was it a question from awareness? From the sense of I. And the next question I ask is, does it bring the capacity to keep quiet, or does it keep an agitation going to try and find an answer?
The capacity of being quiet does not need a question.
Yeah. So in other words, that question would trick you into believing any answer is going to somehow assist quietness, but it's, it's like it can never work, basically.
True.
It's not wrong, it's not bad, it's just an opportunity, I would say, to look a little deeper. The question arises, the quickest is who's aware of the question? I am. And then the rest is that. But in this case, we just added a couple of questions. In the way we're discerning and recognizing the resting that's beyond knowing and not knowing. That's
It is so beautiful to resting beyond knowing and beyond not knowing.
exactly. And that's direct. That's your own knowing, own experiencing. It's not, nobody's telling you anything. It's just, yes.
Wonderful.
Yeah, thanks, Ricky. Yeah. Okay.
Hi, Isaac.
And yeah.
Thank you, Isaac.
Thank you. Satya. On the bottom left is that little red button, Satya.
I
Yeah.
forgot. Got it. Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Satyam.
It's just beautiful to be here again with you.
The beauty, in my view, happens in the resting as awareness.
I just wanted to say that, but
Yeah. You know, it's so easy that it projects outward, it projects onto someone, but actually it's
Yeah.
really good to be clear. As we rest
Yeah.
as awareness, this beauty just, the perfume of that beauty just
Yeah.
flows.
It's been running so many years. You finally said it. It's been happening this way that I've been projecting onto you, especially onto you, that, and finally, after so many years, you put it out. I can feel it.
Mm.
I didn't have the courage to say that. I know it's from within, and
Yeah.
I know it's some words, but I love you, Isaac.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thanks. Andre. Hey.
Hey.
Okay. Elsa.
Aye,
Aye.
aye. So, mm,
Dorota is waving her hand.
Thank you. Daughter, you can be after Elsa. Thanks, Kai.
mm, mm. Thank you.
Love, peace, beauty.
Oh, all of it.
all of it. Daughter. Wait, just can you wave it? Ah, I see them. Hi, daughter. How do you say Dorota or daughter? How do you say your name? But that little red button on the bottom left, you need to press it.
Dorota.
And I can, yeah,
Dorota.
Dorota. Hi.
Hi.
You're welcome to speak if you like, but there's really no need to.
Mhm. if I would like to speak, I can't very good English.
I understand what you're saying.
Okay. It's nice to become your attention,
Yes.
and I can't take a deep breath now.
Well, I'm happy to hear.
Hmm?
I'm happy to hear. That's lovely. Thank you. Oh, Patrick. Hey, Patrick.
Hello, Isaac. I would like to meet you.
Yes.
Thank you, Isaac.
Hmm.
Body and the systems super uncomfortable. All sorts of negative, you can see there's all these negative stories, and the attention has been going there a lot. Yeah.
In this moment.
Less attention than before. Then, but yeah, it's still somewhat.
Yeah, so you can notice the tendency of attention to move. And every time you notice it, you know, it's like either our attention goes with it, or something goes, no, actually, that's not my interest. I just want to be here. Again and again and again. As far as I can see, there's no, that's what's required. There's no way around it. It's, you know, there's no bargaining with it. There's nothing. It's just simple. You know, when there's something, you could say a pull to trouble, to discomfort, to dis-ease, and attention goes there, then we have the Sabbath. Then we have difficulty, yeah? And then
Yeah.
it's noticed, and it's like, okay, actually, I have an interest just to be here. That's the fire. And it's the same in all of us. In a way, it takes effort because, you know, but again, I don't see a way around that effort. That effort needs to be made. If otherwise, it just goes in its habit, you know.
Yeah, and it goes in its habit a lot here. So, yeah, yeah, I can put it down to struggle in the system now, but even when there isn't, that habit goes there as well. Yeah. So yeah, it's practicing and
In a way, we can say it's developing new neural pathways, whatever. Who knows what we're carrying from where and how? But all we know is that attention goes in a certain direction and it's suffering. And it comes back to resting and there's no suffering to be found. Who we are, we already are. And there's habits of attention, you know, automatic unconscious habits of attention. That nobody's doing. And I'll say to even recognize that once in this lifetime is incredible luck. And when we meet together like this, we co-generate a field that benefits all of us. So,
yeah, I can certainly feel that.
yeah.
And beautiful. So grateful. Thank you.
Good. Bye.
Hi. There's a sweet silence, a wave of silence, and I'm jump on it and ride along.
And to recognize that that silence is your nature.
So beautiful.
Mhm. I'd love to say hello to Anita if Anita would like that.
Hi.
Hi, Anita. Hi, Anita.
Oh, I did not expect this. So there's starting some, yes, but it's okay.
Excitement, yeah.
Yeah.
Look, you don't have to say yes. It's just an invitation if it feels right for you. Just
It's,
to rest together.
I
Yeah.
like it. Thank you very much. And
Oh, thanks,
I
Anita.
enjoy the meetings very much.
Well, yeah, beautiful.
There's more silence in the mind, or it's
Yeah,
getting more to rest.
yeah, fantastic. And it's interesting that silence is always here. We just overlook it.
Yeah, I just wrote a sentence you just said about suffering. When there's suffering in the mind, and I just wrote it down.
Mm.
In resting, no suffering is found. When it goes in its habit, suffering is found. It's so simple.
Simple, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah. I'm happy that you wanted to take a few moments with me. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Inga.
Hi.
Hi, Inga.
This question came up. Those are beautiful words. In resting, no suffering is found. I noticed while we're sitting here doing this meeting, there's a contraction in my body, and it feels like if I rest, it creates a migraine, or it starts creating, like the energy is going up to my head, and so I was like, okay, go to the contraction or whatever. But then I feel like, yeah, but that's doing something. That's not just resting. But if I completely rest, then I let this body create all this pain. So I feel like yeah. And there's not wanting to have pain.
Yeah, I understand. Like that, so that's pretty natural.
Yeah.
The difficulty that I see is that, you know, when we talk about resting, it means different things in different nervous systems.
Yeah.
So for example, you know, like when people meditate, they can inhabit quite a quiet space, but it's not a natural presence, you could say it like that. It's a product of a practice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So something's playing automatically and consciously. It's showing up as a contraction.
Yeah.
Now, clearly, you're not doing it because if it was up to you, there wouldn't be a contraction there. So for me, just to notice that contraction and to honor it, something in you, that's how your system survived. It's not wrong, it's not bad. And so we can just rest with that contraction because we're not fighting with it. We're not trying to change it. We're not trying to fix it. We're just honoring it. Okay. From some point, you know, from a certain perspective, it makes sense to the nervous system. Otherwise, it wouldn't do it. So it has a function, that contraction. It's like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
so we're just checking in present time whether that contracting is necessary or useful just in this moment, not that it's, you know, like if contraction happens, okay, but we just checking it, okay, it happened, we didn't ask for it, it just showed up. And obviously there's some energy behind it that when it's not given attention, it shows up as a migraine.
Yeah.
So we're just honoring it and seeing, okay, something is at the level of the nervous system. There's resistance, there's contraction. Usually it's trying to help.
Yeah.
In some way. Yeah. All we inquiring is, okay, just discerning this moment. Is that contraction necessary or useful?
Obviously not.
Okay, cool. And then just see, because all that we re-establishing trust, our own discernment, to see whether that recognition that it's not necessary, if something relaxes even a little bit, just to recognize that we didn't die, that the discernment was accurate. It's not necessary in this moment. And then repeating that process, that question. Okay, whatever's left of that contraction, here and now. Honoring, thank you for helping me survive all these years, and you know it worked because you're still here. It's not wrong, it's not bad. You know, at the level of the body, I think we all have places in our body that hurt, actually. That kind of like are stuck on in a certain way. Sometimes it's energetic, sometimes it's just physical. There's some, like some old injury or something somewhere in the system that is firing.
Yeah. So then the resting you speak about,
Mhm.
bringing attention to it or letting it be here, or
It's an
without
inquiry.
going into all the
Yeah, it's like,
illusions, like
yeah, exactly.
running
It's
around.
not trying to solve it. It's not trying to fix it. It's not trying to get rid of it.
Hmm.
It's just like, okay, there is something happening. I recognize it. I can clearly see I'm not doing it. But I can see that it has a value to the nervous system. Somewhere it makes sense to the nervous system. So when I try and override it by will, like now I'm going to rest, but the nervous system is saying, no, damn it.
Yeah.
So it's like, obviously then there's an internal conflict. And who knows what's triggering it? It can be a soundbite on the television. It can be seeing other people's perspective that we think is incorrect. It doesn't matter what it is, actually. It's just something gets triggered and our system responds like that. And we all know it. I don't know anyone that doesn't. But right now, just in this moment, we haven't tried to change anything or fix anything. We're just inquiring and just sensing how is that interaction at this moment. Is it the same, different?
No, it's different.
It has more
Less
space.
tight, it's moving a bit, yeah.
Yeah, and it's not showing up as a migraine at this moment.
No.
Fantastic.
I
So we're
do-
on the,
There is a bit of wanting to get rid of it.
yeah, well, good. So that's noticed.
Yeah.
So then the same process is, okay, I see there's a wanting to get rid of it. It's
Yeah.
not wrong. It's not bad. It's trying to help. And then discerning, does that wanting to get rid of it actually help or hinder? So it's not wrong. It's not bad. We're not at war with ourselves. We're just saying, okay, yes, that's showing up. There's a wanting to get rid of it. I get it. Being gentle with it, inquiring, saying, look, yeah, I understand. That's what the conditioning has been, or the trauma response has been. I mean, that's what we've kind of, in a certain way, we've all learned that.
Yeah.
So meeting this moment, I sometimes use the poetic license as the beloved, but meeting this moment fresh, just this is it. Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah. With everything, every little movement is included, and no special way to be. I've been following a thread on Facebook. It's like this one guy posted this, like, there was this whole story with Popji and Andrew Cohen, where Popji said he was very excited that Andrew Cohen had fallen so deep into himself and sent him out. And then Andrew went on this huge kind of adventure or misadventure, however you want to see it. He really started a cult and really abused people and all that stuff. And so the thread is about, why did Popji do that? And then, it's like, when I look at it, I go, gee, when I really look, I have no idea who the doer is. And I've, you know, I can see things happen. And then there's an activity that wants to rationalize it or kind of explain it. But actually, I don't have a clue why things happen. You know, I don't know how it is for anybody else. It's just somehow life does its thing. And I don't know if there's ever a reason for any of it.
Yeah.
And so often, all of that gets tied to the idea of what enlightenment is. And I go, wow, what the hell is that? You know, it's like, as far as I can see, there's no separation. So who the hell would be enlightened? Can't
Yeah,
certainly can't. Yeah, certainly can't
person
be.
has to be enlightened, and it's like
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much. It
Thanks.
was so wide and yummy now.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Okay, so Michael and then Evangelia after that. Michael, welcome.
Oops. Am I the Michael you're talking about?
Yes, you're the Michael.
Okay, well,
the very one.
actually, whoa, I wasn't actually intentionally raising my hand, but I was, wow. Wonderful to be here. I've been, I have a memory of a couple of moments ago, I was feeling a desire to apologize to everyone from other countries on behalf of what is going on in the United States right now.
You're very sweet. What's going on in the United States?
Then I sort of moving into a space. I was just kind of I was examining my motivation for that.
Yeah,
like,
I'm really curious if there's anybody that really knows what's going on anywhere.
well, there you are. Yeah, yeah. Wow, that's delicious, really. Wow. Nice to
I
let
certainly
that
don't
go.
I certainly don't have a clue. I can have ideas about it, which I love to
Yeah.
have.
Well,
Yeah.
lots and lots of people do, and me too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's times that I'm really excited by it and going, wow, man, there's so much moving. There's so much. It's been kind of, a system of functioning that has been so dysfunctional for so long, and it's taken as normal, and it's being interrupted completely.
Yes, yes.
And yeah,
Whoa.
and is that good or bad? I have no idea. I'm just going, okay, well, it's a wonderful show, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thought is arising that a week or two ago, I remember saying hello again, and I've been. So you were talking about an invitation rather than teaching, and that's delicious. The whole idea of making mistakes or not, that is kind of dissolving a bit, and that feels good to let go.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Yeah.
So thank you so much for yeah. Whoa.
Thanks, Michael. Yeah.
Mm.
Cool. Lanzalia.
Good evening.
Hi, just let me find you on my screen. Yeah. There, great. I see. Hi.
Thank you, Isaac.
Sweetheart. I saw a hand and then the screen jumped. Cameron, go. Come on.
Hey, Isaac.
Hey, man.
It's not as loud today, but it's still just as busy.
Come to this moment though first before you talk about the day. The day's gone. We can do nothing about it. Take a rest and then here and now.
Still a feeling of static.
Yes. And then who's aware of it? We're not denying the static, we're just asking a question. We're not trying to change it, fix it, get rid of it. We're just redirecting attention.
Yeah, that which is. That in which it appears is
Yeah.
what's aware of it.
Yeah, cool. Just noticing if that little shift of attention brings any relief, any so we're not fighting with the static, not anything, just redirecting attention to make it really simple.
There's this pattern that I'm noticing that every time attention comes back to the present, there is the kicking off of a thought about how do I function in the world if it seems to require so much effort to bring my attention back to the present.
Yeah, so that thought immediately takes you to the future, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. It's trying to help. And it's, if I have to examine that, I would say somehow that thought is expression of mistrust, not trusting this great intelligence, you could say.
Mm.
Somehow trusting mistrust, trusting the contraction rather than beingness.
Well, it's trusting the intellect over everything. That's the pattern.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Understandable. That's and at the same time, it's kind of a tragic comedy.
Yeah. I mean, it has its uses. It's just not useful in so many places.
Exactly. Yeah. So. You know, there came a point in this journey where somehow there was a habit of putting pressure on itself, and it trusted that habit of putting pressure more than it trusted beingness to take care. It thought that habit of putting pressure on itself was a good idea somehow. You know, I guess that had been going on for generations in my lineage. And as I was exploring, going, this is absurd. I mean, wow. Imagine, how could I somehow believe that in a certain way, but at the same time, can I really trust that life is going to take care, you know, even though I could see, you know, got trillions of cells all doing their thing, the universe universing everything, and somehow this habit of putting pressures promises that it's going to take care. It's like, just it's mind-boggling in a certain way that there could be enough confusion that was believed in. And slowly it started to release, you know, and just really seeing it. Wow, this is an interesting old pattern. I have no idea where it came from. I could see it definitely in my parents and my family, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I've been sitting with for the last day has been the awareness of how the war within has spilled over.
Yeah, interesting. You know, and the beauty of this is just to see the innocence of it. It's trying to help.
Yeah.
And, you know, it rationalizes itself, and it, you know, does everything. And then you look at it and, man, there's this great intelligence that's showing up at this, as this whole enchilada, and somehow this funny little habit thinks it's healthy.
Well, and it's a self-fulfilling mechanism, right? Because being like awareness has no opinions, and then the thinking has opinions about its opinions about its opinions about its opinions, right? Like it just keeps on going and never fucking stops.
Yeah, it's doing such a great job. Just, you know, just never questions whether it's necessary or useful. That's all.
Well, it's how it keeps itself active.
It's absolutely convinced that it is necessary, that it's essential.
Yeah.
Not seeing that actually, to put it simply, it's trusting mistrust. It's misplaced trust.
Yeah.
Anyway, you can enjoy the joke for this moment. Thanks, Kelvin.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Andrea, thank you for James. We come to the end of our time, so there's more meetings coming up. Please raise your hand next time. Happy to call on you. Andrea, thank you very much for hosting. Thank you, beloveds, for showing up. Love, peace, beauty. Ciao.